guys, it's Mars. Welcome back to Harpies in the Trees, where I review horror books with a supernatural focus. In today's video, we are going to be doing an unboxing. Yes, it is an Abominable box unboxing. It made it, it's here. I think it's for May. It looks like it's been through some shit. It really does. It looks like it's seen some things. Before we get to the unboxing, I just wanted to share you something that I got in the mail. It came from Amy McCaw. If you know her, she's the author of Mina and the Undead, and I think she's actually won some pretty cool awards for that recently. But she reached out to me and asked if I wanted to read Mina and the Slayers, which is a follow-up to Mina and the Undead. And I was like, yes, of course. This series takes place in the 1990s, and the setting is in New Orleans, and it follows Mina, who is having her own adventures in New Orleans, which happens to be just full of vampires somehow.
Come into New Orleans. Let me show you some real sport.
So this PR kit came with a postcard. It's really, really beautiful, has a wonderful mood to it. And then we have a matching bookmark. But the things that I really loved the most were these little business cards. They are businesses that are in the story. We also have 2 flyers for a haunted house attraction. And in this story, Mina is staying with her sister who works at one of these attractions. And we also got our own invite to a Halloween ball. It also came with this pencil, and it says emergency stake, Mina and the Slayers. And I don't know if you can really see this, but it's sharpened like a vampire stake would be. So I thought that was really awesome. I love when authors do these type of things and they take the time to bring to life just sort of the little objects and things that are in the story. It just makes it so much more fun and immersive. So thank you so much to Amy for sending me this. I cannot wait to read it. I know it's gonna be a ton of fun. If you want to pre-order this, you can get it on Amy's website. And if you haven't read the first one, Mina and the Undead, you can get both of them together. If you would like to see a review of Mina and the Undead, I did do one, and I will put it up here. All right, without further ado, let's get into this baby. So here's the inside. I can tell the drinks have been opened just like last month. Let's start with the drinks. So we have our teas from Off Black. This one is just dessert, mint and chocolate. I haven't had that one before, and spiced it up, masala chai. The mint and chocolate one though, I don't really like chocolate in teas and things like that, but who knows, maybe this one will be really good and change my mind. And then we have our cappuccino and hot chocolate, and our Lion's go bag. This is just basically like tea, but it's coffee. So good. Ooh. This says Joe and Seth's Gourmet Popcorn Chef and Connoisseur, handmade in Great Britain. Strawberry cheesecake gourmet popcorn. Oh my god. Smooth cream cheese with a fruity strawberry topping. I feel like I don't know many people who love strawberries and cream as a thing, like as a flavor or something. But strawberries and cream combinations for me, I'll always try it, even though sometimes it'll taste really synthetic and it won't be very good. It will still be the one that I kind of gravitate to. If you don't love this popcorn, I'll eat my hats. Okay. Okay, let's see then, let's see. This is nice. It has a resealable bag as if like, you're not just gonna eat this all in one sitting. Oh, that smells so good. You do not have to eat your hats, but if you cover your hat in this stuff, I will eat it. It's crunchy, it's buttery, you can taste the strawberry, you can taste the cream cheese. It's kind of subtle, but it's light, it's kind of delicate. As soon as we're done here, this is gonna be gone. So the next item on top is our used book. And if you don't know how Abominable Book Club works, this is how they work. They are a subscription service for horror books. You can get the Full Guts box, which is the box that I get here, or you can get a pared down box where it's just books. But what we get in the Full Guts is we get a used book, a new release, and something else. It can be a magazine, it can be another book, it can be a novella. Sometimes it's a downloadable ebook, just depending. We get the drinks, we get 2 bookmarks, and we get a pin. And this is my favorite part of the box because everyone gets a different book. We don't know what it's going to be. It's very exciting for me because I'm from the US, so when I see book covers that I've never seen before for books that I used to read, it's pretty neat because they're all coming from the UK. So let's put this to the side, and I see our pin. Oh, it's okay. It says, "Sweet dreams." It is obviously Daddy Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger has a very special place in my heart. He was just one of those very early, scary villain monster type characters that just kind of lived within me and stayed with me through my whole entire adulthood, and I don't know. It's hard to say, but it's like comforting. You know, it's a very comforting thing for me. So this is the new release, and it has stories from Josh Malloran, Carolyn Kepnes, Stephen Graham Jones, Priya Sharma, Alma Katsu, and Ramsey Campbell. The cover is funny because it's like this ghost, and then it's like floating over a Hollywood star, and there's like a mic that's been dropped and kind of like busted on the star itself. It looks like a Hollywood star. Maybe it's not, actually. So this is a short story collection. I feel like I have so many short story collections. This is my dream, okay? This is my dream to do with all of these short story collections, is to go like on a 2-week trip to and stay in the forests of Sweden in some cabin in the wintertime, and I'm just gonna bring all of these short story books and just sit there and read these short stories. That's what I dream about. It'll probably never happen, but that's what I think about. Created as an homage to the 1980 classic horror anthology Dark Forces, this collection contains 12 original novelettes showcasing today's top horror talent, edited by John F.D. Taff. Within these pages, you will find tales of dead men walking, an insidious secret summer fling, and an island harboring unspeakable power, and a dark hallway that beckons. You'll encounter terrible monsters, both human and supernatural, and be forever changed. These stories run the gamut from traditional to modern, from dark fantasy to neo-noir, from explorations of beloved horror tropes to the unknown, possibly unknowable threats. And we have our bookmarks. So we always get a bookmark like this. And you'll notice now that this QR code now goes to the spoiler card, so we can look that up in a little bit and read all the details. But on the back of this is always a microfiction, and then the other one is a premium bookmark, which can be any theme or come from anywhere, just depending on what those guys are dreaming up. And this one is pretty cool. I'm gonna do it this way. Okay. And then on the other side, you can see that blood is spilled in the water. Let's read the back of this. The poacher watched as a herd of elephants made their way across the plain. Amongst the sea of thick gray skin, a splash of brilliant white. It was the rarest prize he had ever hunted. The albino elephant would be the single greatest quarry in the history of the black market. He could sell pieces of its hide alone for hundreds of millions of dollars. But the shock was taking too long to come, and the dry mud was digging into his hips as he lay prone in the underbrush. He momentarily caught a glimpse of its soft white neck and trained his crosshairs on it. This was it. Suddenly, something heavy crashed down on his legs, and the loud crack of the bones rang out in the quiet twilight. He screamed as an enormous hand gripped his shoulder, pulling him off the ground, tearing him away from his obliterated legs. He coughed, blood spattering his lips, and saw what had him. He had been warned that the white elephant was protected by the gods. Yet, even as the enormous figure, 3 times as big as a man and covered in thick gray hide, impaled him on one of its alabaster tusks, he struggled to believe it still. That story has a very happy ending. I like it. One Road In by Hannah R. Palmer. I don't know if you guys ever played that game, Rusty Lake. It's like a hidden object game. It's really, really cool. The island that is in one of the episodes looks just like this. Some say at night you can see glowing eyes of fire between the trees, watching, waiting. Sadie's younger brother Ben went missing 5 years ago. No one knows where he went. No one knows who or what took him. So, explain the look of guilt on Sadie's face when her mother called when the best news possible. Ben has come home. What does Sadie know about his disappearance? And what has her brother brought home with him? There's something on the small island off the coast of Rose Bay, and its glowing amber eyes are making its presence known. Sadie needs to reconcile what happened all those years ago and where she finds herself now before it has the chance to tear her family and her hometown apart again. So it sounds like a mystery thriller, maybe, but it sounds pretty intriguing. I like this concept. Someone knowing something but maybe not telling it until the very end, perhaps, you know, torturing us with that. I'm a sucker for that kind of torture, sometimes. And we have an author photo in the back. So this sounds intriguing and fun. I'm into it. There's also a Walkman in the back here. So maybe this is gonna take place like, you know, I don't know, the 90s or so or something. Let's take a look at this book. It is a soft cover. It's not too thick. Let's see. So I was on Discord the other day and I was putting together this book haul and we were looking at World of Books and I came across this author and I'm like, oh, I always see their books, but like every time I look up reviews for like their books, they're not like that great. They're kind of like, you know. And I think this is the author, but now I feel like I'm not sure, so whatever. Anyway, this is called Sweetheart by Peter James. And it looks like it's a thriller. Perhaps her past can't stay buried forever. This was first published in 1990, but this specific edition is 2018. It says, Charlie has a strange feeling when she sees the idyllic mill house with its cluster of outbuildings, the lake, and the swirling mill stream. A powerful sense of recognition, as if she has been there before. Except she knows she hasn't. After Charlie and her husband Tom move into Elmwood Mill, sinister memories start to haunt her. As the memories become increasingly vivid and terrifying, Charlie starts to feel afraid. Charlie is persuaded to undergo hypnosis, but in searching for the answer, she needs to go deep into her past, a place where secrets were safely buried until now. Okay. One of the things I really love is like the whole like, you know, you gotta go deep into your past type thing, especially with like hypnosis because it can be so fun. You know, you can have all of these memories that you forgot about or maybe just sensations or colors or who knows. And it's very fun to see how it all comes together at the end because it's just little tiny pieces that you gotta put together. So I like this. It sounds really fun to me actually. I like mills. I mean, when I think of a mill, it's like old and dusty and kind of spooky looking. So yeah, okay, this sounds pretty fun. So let's get our QR code and scan this. So this is the Maybox. And it looks like this one is our main new release. And it says this month's featured book is pretty special for us as Hannah has been a subscriber to our box for a long time. You may even have watched a few of her unboxings on YouTube. When she sent us the advanced copy of One Road In, we knew we had to include it. It's a creepy story full of family drama, missing children, and mysteries. Oh, and a strange island that may or may not house a terrifying evil spirit. What more could you want? Dark stars, nothing there. We already know everything. This was called Poached, and this bookmark is called Beneath the Surface. This is called Sweet Dreams. And yeah, that is everything. So I'm really happy with everything that I got for May. I mean, there's a lot of things here that are, I think, particular to me, like the strawberries and cream thing. And of course, the Freddy Krueger thing, something so near and dear to my heart. And the books are all really cool. I think I'm going to enjoy reading them, especially strangely enough, this Peter James one, who I was just sort of like talking smack about when I was like, I don't know. I read his reviews and they weren't so good, but this book sounds really good. Maybe it was another author I was thinking of, I'm not sure. So anyway, I hope that you liked this unboxing. Please like and comment down below. Tell me what you thought about this box. And if you'd like to get more videos from me, please subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Other than that, please take care of yourselves, look out for each other, and I will talk to you next time.